Welcome back. This is another video where I've added a commentary afterwards to make a little bit more sense. The run we're going to be going down is called Posellets, and it's a run accessed off the Col de la Botella, which is in Pau, which is the neighbouring resort to Arinsal. Now, to get onto this particular run, you need to do a short stretch of blue run, also called Col de la Botella run. The only reason I think it's a blue is because it gets a little bit narrow. The actual gradient is very gentle and very well groomed and very flat. There's no bumps around towards unexpected items to be met along the way. The only thing you do need to do is to not go too slowly, as it is slightly uphill round about where the pylon is. So if you lose too much speed at this point, you're going to be walking the last 20 yards or so, which is very frustrating because after that there's some rather fine terrain to be explored. Note also the picket fence on the right hand side here, which I think is to contain the snow and stop it being blown away in high winds. So this is about the point at which the pistes start to diverge. There's another piece to the right hand side which is covered in a separate video, but just along this ridge is the start of the Posellets run, and it's used for slalom races. And as I came up to it, I realised this was on a Friday afternoon, that they had started to fence it off for a slalom competition on the Saturday, but I managed to negotiate with the pista, and whether he just thought I was going to run him over or not, if he'd said no, but he let me on. Now the first bit is pretty steep. I don't know if you can appreciate this. It certainly feels like it's a 45-degree one-in-one gradient, and you pick up speed very quickly. How people manage to carve such fantastic turns when they're doing the slalom competition on this slope is, well, it's skill and it's experience and it's practice, and that's what you need a lot of. Immense fun. The quality of the snow was pretty good. It was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It had just sort of turning towards the slushier side of the spectrum, but still perfectly skiable, nice and firm, and remarkable for the 9th of April 2010. And just one of those slopes that once you've done it the first time and got the feel of it, you can just keep going back and building up the speed and enjoying the experience. And again, to find a great section of piste and absolutely nobody else on it. I'm not quite sure why there was no one else using it. Perhaps I suppose they saw that it was being closed off and didn't have the bravado to try and get their way onto it. Anyway, a fantastic little run, and one which I would highly recommend if you happen to be anywhere near the vicinity of the Col de la Botella, in Pau, in Val Nord, in Andorra, which, as you may have guessed, is ski bike friendly.